Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am talking shoes today, specifically sneakers, and I wanted to do a comparison between some, budget sneakers versus some high-end designer sneakers. So for today, I've got my Adidas Stan Smiths right here, and I also have my Golden Goose Superstar. So I'm going to be doing a little comparison, pros and cons of each, and pretty much giving my opinion as to whether I think the Golden Goose, much more expensive, are worth it. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Adidas first. So I've never been a sneaker girl. I always love shoes, and if you watch my channel, you probably know that. But I really didn't like sneakers. I felt schlumpy in them for whatever reason. However, last year when the pandemic hit and we were in quarantine, I ended up buying a lot of joggers, and I discovered that joggers look fantastic with sneakers. So I knew I had to get myself a pair of sneakers, and these are the ones that I got. I loved them because they are beautiful, brilliant white, and they also have this gorgeous green color on the back. So this was my choice for just kind of like a starter sneaker, if you want to call it that. It is a really great sneaker, obviously. It's been around for quite a while, kind of went out of fashion, now back in again. And a couple of cute little features about it. Like I said, the color on the back, and also you have a little picture of Stan Smith on the tongue there. But it is a really comfortable sneaker. Price point is somewhere, I think, around $60 to $70. It depends on whether you can get them on sale. And they're readily available in most stores. So as far as price goes, you're not going to break the bank with these. So the reason I chose these, like I said, is because they're beautiful, brilliant white, and I love the shape of them. However, I'm a little bit weird in that I can't stand the thought of getting them dirty, and I talked about this in another video before. I want to keep them beautiful and brilliant white. So even though these are about a year old, I hardly ever wear them because it has to be the perfect conditions. There's no rain, snow, mud, dirt, grass. I hardly ever encounter that, and therefore I don't wear them that much because I just can't stand the thought of getting them dirty, which is why I picked up the Golden Goose, because you may know, if you're familiar with them, that the Golden Goose already comes with this distressing on it. It is the look of the sneaker, and since they're already beat up, I figured I'm not going to obsess about getting them dirty, and that has been absolutely true because I've worn them in mud, I've worn them in rain, it didn't matter because they're already distressed, and so I don't feel like I'm ruining something that's pristine. So that was the reason that I went ahead and got these. Now, as far as the sizing goes, I do have to say that I feel that the Adidas do run a little large. I did get a 7, and they feel a little big on my feet, but not big enough that I had to exchange them. As far as the Golden Goose goes, they definitely run true to size. I had no problems at all when I got these. Now, the look of the sneakers, they are pretty similar. You know, round toe, pretty basic looking. However, the Adidas, of course, have the stripes on the side, or in this case, they're really just holes where the stripes would normally be. They do have a very nice padded heel right here, and they have a bit of a thicker molding around the bottom to give the shoe a little bit more weight. So if you're into that thicker, chunkier sneaker, these would be a good choice for you. The Golden Goose are not quite as chunky on the bottom, although they do sell a version that does have a chunkier sole on it, which looks a little bit different. It is not the Superstar, but it is a really nice sneaker too, so you can always explore that option if you're interested in the Golden Goose. But essentially, I feel like the styles are pretty similar as far as the shape of the shoes goes. Both of them have a flat bottom. This one has like zigzags, and this one has little circles on the bottom, and they don't slip or slide, so you don't have to worry about that. Now let's talk about the construction of the shoe. So the Adidas are made out of leather, and the leather on the Adidas is nice and soft, and that is because they put a lot of padding underneath it. So when you feel these, when you first put your foot in them, they're squishy. You can feel the squish of the tongue, you can feel the squish of the padding around the back of your heel, and even on the sides there's a lot of squishiness to these. So it does feel very nice on your fingers, and when you do put your foot in them, you do get that really comfortable feel. It is not a squishy insole like the memory foam shoes. It's not like that, but it does provide a nice soft base, and when you do put your foot in there, like I said, they can be very, very comfortable right from the get-go. Now the Golden Goose, on the other hand, I actually was pretty surprised with these when I first put my foot in them, because they were not at all what I was expecting. I thought they're very high-end, they're going to be really, really comfortable. And the first wearing was not. And that is because the leather is considerably thicker than the leather that would be used on these. So it is much stiffer, which means that it requires some break-in time. So if you've ever had shoes that, you know, are really good quality shoes that are of a thicker leather, you've just got to wear them a little bit and make sure that you work in them, or not work in them, but like get used to them so that they eventually start to mold to your foot. So that is what is happening with these Golden Goose. The first time I put them on, I thought they were kind of uncomfortable, to be honest with you, but after a few wearings, it didn't really take very long. Now I just slide my foot in, I don't even feel them on my feet anymore, and I'm ready to go. So the leather itself is a very, very good quality, substantial leather, and it does have this scuffing on it. Again, that is a design choice. That's how they are sold. That is what makes them Golden Goose. So if that's not something you like, then obviously these would not be the sneakers for you. But they do have a beautiful padding on the inside here, and the tongue is lightly padded, but it mostly feels like terry cloth. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you that, but actually on the inside, the upper interior of the shoe, and then on the tongue, it has this fabric that almost feels like terry cloth and looks like terry cloth. So it's very absorbent and it's really comfortable, and there are like air holes on the sides, so your foot is not going to sweat. Now this is not going to be a waterproof shoe because of the holes, but you probably wouldn't be that deep in water anyway if you're wearing sneakers. And as far as the inside goes, the sole or the insole, it's fantastic because the heel is slightly higher than the toe. So not substantially, not weirdly higher, but just high enough so that it actually lifts you up a little bit. It can elongate your leg a little bit, and also if you have any lower back issues and you need a slight heel, these are perfect because the heel is a little bit higher than the toe. But they're leather on the inside as well. And the whole structure and construction of this shoe is really, really top quality. They are handmade in Italy. So a part of the price, of course, is you're paying for the construction and for the quality. So both of them are comfortable, and they are comfortable in a different way. These are a shoe that I feel that this leather is just going to last and get better over time, but I feel like this probably would scuff and get ruined, and probably would not take a beating the same way this one would. So that would be a significant difference between the two. Now, as far as the laces and the tongue and everything go, there is a little notch in the tongue that you can put the laces through. I did not bother. They were already laced when I got them, and I just decided to put these little loops on the side here rather than tying it in a bow. I prefer that look, and I also prefer putting them on that way because you just slide your foot in and you go. You don't have to worry about tying them. I did the same thing with my Adidas. Originally when I got them, I was wearing them with the bows tied and stuck on the inside, and I found that rather uncomfortable because it would hit against my foot and it was kind of bunchy in there. So I purchased these little elastic laces that turn your shoes into slip-ons, and I will link them down below. So that's what I did. I put these in, and now it is all elastic laces. And so just like these right here, I just put my foot in them and I go. So these are very comfortable, and so are these. Just a different look for the two sneakers. Okay, so what conclusion would I come to as far as whether or not the Golden Goose are worth it? Well, I have to say that I do believe that they are worth it. It is certainly a look that you're paying for that you're not going to get with any other sneakers, but the quality and the craftsmanship is really, really there. And if you really take the time to wear them in and wear them a little bit, you're going to find that they are going to mold to your foot, and they really are exceptionally comfortable. The Adidas are also very comfortable too. I do not expect that they would be as long wearing as the Golden Goose, however, because of the quality of the leather. So this is a thinner leather, but this is probably going to last a lot longer. I also don't get the feeling that these are going to mold to your foot the same way that the Golden Goose would, but I would certainly recommend either. I have to say that I have enjoyed both pairs, but if you were wondering specifically if the Golden Goose were worth it, I definitely think they are. They've been very comfortable for me, and I'm a person who is not really a lover of sneakers. It's not like I have tons that I have lots of experience with. So this is a pair that I invested in, and I'm really happy that I did. So that is it for my video today, guys. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Take care.